have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough.
Dear Mr. Massa, I'm just trying to mind my own business. What's the matter? It's just another day, another black king captured. I'm about to lose my brain, stuck inside this ghetto rapture. I got a lot of smoke. If you want it, you can have it. They want a hat trick, but this is black girl magic. Ain't talking about the kind that'll make you disappear, but I'm talking about the power of the melanin within. Ain't looking for trouble, but I'ma say this one time. I put two dukes up if you try to touch mine. We still want justice for Samir and Trayvon. You say you don't see color, but racism ain't blind. They targeting little kids whose skin look just like mine. So I'm paranoid, it's a war zone outside. And I'm a black queen, so if you ask me to step out of my car, you gon' have to snatch me. Cause I ain't going no damn well. Had to spend my whole life living unfair. Ancestors got my back and they right here. You can never understand, it's a nightmare. Living in my black shoes by the black rules. You can keep your handshake, I don't dap coons. The white man that go nuts if he can't shoot. But you all on his side like a damn fool. Make it make sense.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
We are exploited. We are downtrodden.
Make it make sense.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation
Queen.
away from us or aside from us is come together
Queen.
against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your
Ahmadiyyah.
hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin?
Ahmadiyyah.
Parents, pay attention to the books, the school system, even to your little children. Lies mixed with wisdom. His skin too bright, so he was blind to the prison. My skin just right, so I collide with division. You trying to pray to God, but we tired of religion. No savior saving, we got to save our savings. We used to pay miss, how we gon' make the slave rich? But who's to blame, and tell me why you complaining? We need a team effort just to rule the nation. Like a bad relationship, missing communication. We missing moderation. They trying to get a poison to my population. No reparations, I'm getting tired of Satan.
We are oppressed.
Queen.
I'm getting tired of waiting.
We are downtrodden.
Queen.
We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Ahmadiyyah.
So the only way we're going to get some of this
Ahmadiyyah.
oppression and exploitation.
Queen.
Touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunsa. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations. America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all in Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat.
This is the sound of Eric Malcolm.
It's a cut on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threat. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece. This time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, kings all in my circle. You touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen. Why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin?
Difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. Sometimes you got to do that. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. I was fucked up, fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. When I did that.
To apologize. It's too
When I did it, I was fucked up.
late to apologize.
I was fucked up. When I did it, I was fucked up. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
Now you see now, you done fucked up, you know that, don't you? You know you done fucked up.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your nightly vitamins. Okay, so let's get ready to get into it. Everyone, please be sure to hit that like button. Okay, it doesn't cost you a single thing, and it just shows that you appreciate all this work that I'm putting in. Okay, please pay attention. Now, also don't, also don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Dr._A_Shakur, TikTok at Dr. A Shakur, and Twitter at DGoddess27. And as per usual, if you don't like what the queen is cooking, you should ask yourself why you're here. All right, and then kindly proceed to exit stage left. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's get into it because the rumors are apparently true. Okay, I had to change my thumbnail. The rumors are apparently true. You know, we've heard rumors and whispers that Diddy had something to do with Jamie Foxx having a stroke. You know, Choke No Joke said it. Big homie CC said it. And now apparently Jamie has said it. So let's get into it. This is all nefarious. Let's see who's in here. Hey, Queen Anaya. 3 Class 1 is here. Battle Axe, Darius. All right. Nita and Mike's World. Don't Need. Roslyn, Carl Kilcrease. Okay, shout out to everyone in the chat and everyone tuned into the Queen. So let's talk about it. Because first and foremost, you guys may have seen the videos of that. Hold on, let me pull this up real quick. You may have seen the videos where Choke No Joke was interviewed and basically said that Diddy was behind what happened to Jamie Foxx. Well, now there's a Netflix documentary coming out. Okay, so let me pull up this first one. Because this is all nefarious. Now, we've heard so much about Diddy. At this point, we should not be surprised. Okay, so let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. I'm about to share my screen.
So this is Jamie Foxx. You guys probably remember not too long ago, Jamie Foxx just up and disappeared on us, and everybody was wondering, like, where the hell did Jamie Foxx go? Then out of the blue, Jamie Foxx came back looking kind of pale and just not himself. Well, allegedly, there's rumors going around Hollywood about P. Diddy and Jamie, and it sounds so crazy.
But there's been a rumor that the whole time when Jamie was out, for the industry insiders, Diddy had did that to him.
Okay.
He caught Jamie filming allegedly or whatever. They told Jamie to chill. He didn't chill, and allegedly Diddy and security beat Jamie ass, and that's why Jamie was in the hospital, allegedly, right? But then there's the thing where they saying that they gave him some type of pill or something, that knocked him out. But it all was alleged connected back to Diddy. Now, more recently, Jamie has a special coming out on Netflix called What Had Really Happened Was, and I went to the taping of it. It was 3 days taping. I went to the first show. I went to the last show.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx states in this, spoiler alert, but Jamie Foxx states in the special that Diddy was responsible for what happened to him, and he is the one that called the FBI on him.
And as crazy as it sounds, it's starting to sound kind of true. Jamie calling the feds on Diddy is crazy, but honestly, anything is possible in Hollywood. It's your boy, Brian.
So you all heard that? You all heard that? Now, why would he want to take Jamie up out of here? But hold on. Let's keep going. Now, I'm going to put up an overlay on this because this is an interview, excuse me, from King Cam's podcast, and I don't have permission to use it, even though it's a TikTok video. Okay, so I'm going to put this up on the screen. I mean, he is something else, okay? How many times has he attempted to murk people, and how many times has he actually had people murked? Okay, I have a whole lot of questions. But he wants to be out on bail? I don't think so.
What are some of the things that you heard behind the scenes that were going on before this indictment actually dropped?
Well, I know he poisoned Jamie Foxx, and Jamie Foxx reported him to the FBI because of it. I know that's a fact.
So, wait, you're saying that Diddy poisoned Jamie Foxx, and that's how Jamie Foxx got sick?
Jamie Foxx reported this man to the FBI because of this. Facts.
Wow. Okay. And how did you hear about this? If you can tell me, or if you can't, that's all good. But you know what I'm saying? Like, well, you know, people are they're gonna want to know, you know what I'm saying, how this happened, or you know what I'm saying, what's the backstory to this?
Well, by the time this drop, this is gonna be in the stratosphere. It's gonna be in the ether by the time this drop. You can probably look it up right now. But by the time this interview drop, this is going to be out in the ether for sure. These people poison people, bro. I've been poisoned 3 times. Why am I testing positive for cyanide? You feel me? Why do I had pneumonia 3 times? So people like, man, why he breathe like that? Because I only got 1 lung. And then I had a car crash. I got 1 nostril permanently blocked. And I done had pneumonia 3 times. Somebody been trying to poison me. My brother got poisoned with me. The little lady I was bodyguarding, she got poisoned. Like, somebody is carrying on these antics. These is facts.
Is there any idea why Diddy would want to poison Jamie Foxx?
You get called to testify if you on camera and some of this footage, and you want to make it a little bit easier for yourself. It's ways in this industry people go about doing things. Just know I tested positive for cyanide 3 times after drinking some bottles in the club. Once you get hit with the cyanide, it turns into pneumonia. I had it 3 times. So, fact.
So I just want to make sure we're talking about what was it, a year or 2 ago or so, when Jamie Foxx got real sick and everybody said he had a stroke.
Yes.
We're talking about that, or we're talking about something different?
I'm talking about that.
Okay. Now, and you said that you've been, victim of having your, liquor poisoned. Like, what do you think that you did that made them want to poison you?
Bro, if you ask anybody about me, they're going to tell you I'm known for blowing the spot up. So, like, I've had altercations with people around him for doing strange things to people that I'm close with. And they do little sneaky stuff like that. You feel me? So, I was kind of careful
Okay.
about some of the things I said, but now that I know that certain people off the street, the money is dried up, so now it's time to play ball.
Hey, now that's a darn shame. Y'all heard that? That's how petty Diddy is. He will take you up out of here just for simply saying or doing something that he doesn't like. I want you all to pay attention. But he also, and that was big homie CC, if you didn't catch his voice. But he also talks about some of the goings on at those nefarious parties that we've all heard stories about. Okay, please pay attention.
Like, okay, if you see somebody with the chain on, with that little vial of blood on their neck, well, they a Scientologist, bro. So it's definitely gonna be footage of them somewhere doing something compromising. That's how a lot of these agreements get made. People get endorsed. Well, how they get that deal out of nowhere? Because he one of them Scientology people, bro. Because that's probably where he got that from. And being somebody who people call when things get crazy, some of the most powerful people I bodyguarded for like to get tied up. You feel me? They got videos of them getting tied up, somebody spanking them with a whip. A lot of powerful guys operate like that. So the things I'm seeing with him, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. You're not gonna settle a lawsuit with somebody for 30 million, bro, if it's not some truth there. You ever heard of Gene Deal?
Yep. Interviewed him.
Okay. But when you see people like that coming out, it's because they know for a fact it's things that's going on they don't agree with, but they not man enough to say, you know what, I'm not standing for this. That stuff about Diddy real, bro.
What do you think about the Meek Mill accusations?
Okay. Now, I used to bodyguard Rocky Fresh, who was signed to Rose.
Yep.
All right. Now, Meek said he wouldn't do a song with Rocky because Rocky wasn't street. So, little things that take place, and people will expect certain things out of him. But now, with some of this stuff's coming out, if you look at his body of work, it's been strange things in his history. And you go on his Twitter page, you click on his likes, bro. You see things that he's liking. That's questionable. Would you let me call you daddy?
Hell no.
No, bro. And these boys strange, bro. The things they into is strange. I've seen so much. I've seen a lot, bro. So with him, look how he responded to the situation. Not one time did he come out and say these things are a lie. Did you see that?
Yep.
He didn't say that.
He didn't deny it.
No, he didn't deny nothing. Because if he deny it, what's finna come out? Footage.
So you think Diddy has footage on Meek?
For sure. He got cameras through his whole crib. Every millionaire, billionaire I've been around, bro, they got, so I know what's going on. So if I go into the bathroom, I'm gonna cut the lights off, cut the flash on my phone, and look at the mirrors. If it's got that little hollow circle at the bottom, there's cameras in there. It's all, they're gonna be all through the crib. It's the facts, bro. When it comes to that camera stuff, people not denying it because they know they was there.
What do you think about Diddy's friends not defending him and 50 Cent kind of pointing that out about Jay-Z?
50 Ben knew it. Fifth Ben knew these things. 50 will pay a private investigator to follow you around and to go to your party. At that top level, that's how they playing, bro. That's how they come in that top level. People not finna come out and deny it because, all right, the search warrant come, they pull these files, and they see you at that crib. What you about to say? What are you gonna say? If you know you didn't do nothing, you're gonna say, man, that's a lie. Nobody's saying that.
That's right. Nobody's saying nothing. Everybody is on pause, mutes, okay? The reason they're not saying anything because they absolutely have done it. They don't know what they're on film doing because they don't know at what point they were recorded or if all the time they were being recorded. Because those people didn't know that Diddy had over 250 cameras hidden in his house in all the different rooms showing recording from all different angles. Like he was literally making corn with a pea. Okay, of everybody. He's been doing this for decades, allegedly. So with that all being said, but what I hope you all caught was that big homie CC said that if you see somebody walking around the party with a vial of blood around their neck, they're a Scientologist, but what you should be asking yourself is why do they have a vial of blood around their neck? Do y'all know what that vial of blood likely is? Do y'all know what that is? Okay. Troy Parker said, Queen, I don't believe that's Jamie. You know, some people said that they thought he was cloned, but I think that's him. Hey, True Royal beloved. Hey, Derek Muhammad, the Derek Muhammad Show. With that all being said, I'm just going to tell you like this: what it was in the vial, in the vials, that blood, that was likely something that starts with an A and ends with the word chrome. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, why would he want to get rid of Jamie Foxx? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because remember this. Let me share my screen. Y'all remember when Jamie said this?
I would show up to the party in my little town car. This town, you know, I grabbed a town car so I could skirt. Puff the SUVs and the Bentleys, the whole night. He get out. I get out too with a camera. The big Canon, like, yo, Puff, I should document this shit, right? Yo, what's up, Playboy? what you talking about? I said, no, I should get this, man. You, Fonz, the whole nine. He says, yeah, let him through. Excuse me. So I get it. But at that time, it wasn't like the little camera y'all got in. It was the big intrusive Canon. I had a battery pack. Hold on, man. Let me change the pack. Put my light on here. Do that again, Puff. Do that again. I missed that one. Do that again. Put the pack. So I started following him. So I followed him the whole time. I remember watching Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel. I'm filming this. And it's a pool party that is ridiculous, man. And I look up and I see Dr. Ruth. I don't know if you know who that is. I see Dr. Ruth. I said, Miss Ruth, could you please come over here? This guy by the name of Sean P. Diddy Combs. I need you to come meet him. I need this for my camera. Dr. Ruth and Puff at the Beverly Hills Hotel pool dancing, doing their thing, right? And you know what they're dancing to? Over in the corner, God bless, is Heavy D, Andre Harrell, and they listening to a demo. You know what the demo is? Right. Bum, 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 bum.
Beyonce. Oh, that's crazy.
Wow. And then Andre Harrell, run that back. That's the one right there. That's going to be the one. You just missed that, the ordering of the champagne, the whole nine. Country, get this. You can call me country. I'm going to take country, get this. So I'm filming it. That's the one. That's the record right there. Run it back. Bun up. So Dr. Ruth, Puff dancing, right? All of a sudden I get this, and then I'll flip the camera this way. There's Demi Moore and some young dude. I don't know who the dude is. So I said, Puff, who that? Oh, that's the young cat. I asked him question. I said, cool. So I asked Demi Moore, I said, is it cool if she said, sure, whatever. It was probably a wild night. She said, sure. So I watched when they first, got together. So what happened was, I'm following Puff, and his parties were like amazing. We in Philly one day. I fly to Philly, town car, same business, go up. But Puff say, this party, Playboy, this party right here, I see $1.5 million. I said, nigga, what? You spent $1.5 million on this party? I said, you come to my house, I'll throw you a party for $400, and it will rival this, not in scale, but the people there, because that's how I started. I was the first social media day. When I would do stand-up, I had cue cards. This is 91. I had cue cards, and I would have people sign and put their pager numbers on it. And I would call during the week. I'm going to be here. So I had 800 signatures, 600 women, 200 guys. So it became a floating party. So when Puff came to LA, he said, yo, Playboy, Saturday morning, make shit happen. I said, I'm on it. Went into my phones, called 200, because I didn't have a big house, 200 of my best friends, girls that were beautiful but not tight, but not flooded, just in the daytime. It's daytime. This is my daytime crew, right? He get there, he goes, that's the girl on this movie, and that's the girl on that. I said, yeah, we all hang out. We ain't got no money, but we all hang out together. I said, look on the table, Kentucky Fried Chicken, but I put on some nice plates and some cola and a picture of the whole line. And it was great. He had a great time. And that was that same party that Pharrell was at. But what I started doing in order to get artists together, I said, Puff, you don't understand. When we watch you from New York, you're bigger than life to us. Mm-hmm. I said, so the $1.5 million, yeah, you can do that, but it don't matter. Because a New York fitted baseball cap is how much retail?
Like $25.
$25, right?
Yeah.
I said, Puff, but on your head, it's priceless. And I said, now watch this. And I played pong, pong, ping, pong, 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 pong. Man, that was like, hey, look here, cuz.
All right. So Jamie's telling his story and he's saying that he used to record things. But at the end of the day, he started talking about it, running his mouth and all of that. And let's not forget that Ashton Kutcher was allegedly not Jamie's, but Diddy's little boo thing. Okay. And speaking of him, we're going to talk about him in a second because y'all know he's supposedly fled the country amidst the Diddy allegations. Please pay attention, Jamie. Ashton, where are you going? Okay. But listen to this because Tyrin Turner, the guy from Menace to Society, told a story about what happened to him at a Diddy party. Now, it was nothing nefarious like being poisoned or something slipped in his drink, but it just goes to show how petty Diddy is. Okay. It just goes to show how petty he is. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Let me put an overlay over this real quick.
Puffy, yo, what was the situation you had with Puffy, man?
Puff. I think Puff was I think he almost fell and tripped or whatever on we at Jamie house. I think he probably tripped or something. And my brother kind of laughed, and I guess it wasn't funny to Puff, you know what I mean? It was, so Puff kind of like put, hey, come here, like, hey, what's funny or whatever. And I see it from my peripheral, and I'm like, that's my Puffy don't know my brother. This is weird. This don't look cool. So I'm like, I push my brother out the way. I'm gonna move my brother. I'm like, hold on. I asked Puff, are you knowing? And Puff was like, nah, Playboy, it ain't what I said. That's my brother, nigga. I touch everything in here for my brother. Period, point blank. I'm touching everything in here for my brother. And so then me and Puff, we end up having a conversation, and we, as men, we shook hands, and everything was great. But for a split second, I didn't see Puffy. I seen Sean. I didn't see Puffy. You mess with my brother, like that's my, I ain't know. It ain't like that.
Okay, I don't know about all that. Tyrin Turner, he was talking, sounded a little sketchy. I don't know about all of that. Okay, and so anyway, this is all real crazy, right? Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Now, so I can't wait to see this Netflix documentary because they say, and Jamie Foxx's upcoming Netflix comedy special, what had really happened was the actor makes a startling claim. I'm sorry, not a Netflix documentary, a special. Okay, the actor makes a shocking claim that Sean Diddy Combs was behind the stroke that he suffered a year ago, according to Media Takeout. Now, Fox, who is in the middle of filming this special across various Los Angeles venues, goes into detail about what transpired before, during, and after his health scare. In a particularly shocking moment, Fox reportedly tells the audience, Diddy was responsible for my stroke. Now, according to the report, Fox alleges that he was drugged by the former Bad Boy music mogul. While this may sound like part of the comedy, Fox's delivery quickly changed the room's energy. Initially, when he made the comment, fans began to laugh, assuming it was just another joke. However, Fox paused and gave a serious look to one particular fan, making it clear that he wasn't kidding. So this is all real crazy. Now, Fox and Diddy were once close friends, known for their extravagant parties in Los Angeles, but their friendship allegedly soured over a failed business deal. Now, the two haven't been seen together in recent years, and according to the report, they are no longer friends. In the special, Fox did not delve into the specifics of how or why Diddy allegedly poisoned him, but his brief statement left the audience both shocked and confused. Okay, this is all crazy. I can't wait to watch it. So what do you all think about this? I mean, is anyone surprised? I don't think that we should be. at the end of the day. And hold on, I want you all to hear this because this is Jamie talking about how someone gave him a pill. Remember, Choke No Joke said they said that somebody gave him a pill or something. Now, this is just a brief clip, but he says his homeboy, and I'm wondering if the homeboy was Diddy.
Look, April 11th last year, bad headache. Asked my boy for an Advil. It was gone for 20 days. I don't remember anything. So they told me, I'm in Atlanta, they told me, my sister and my daughter took me to the first doctor. Get the cortisone shot. Next doctor said, something going on up there. I won't say it on camera. I won't say it. Yeah, I don't want to say it on camera. But it was.
Okay, said his homeboy gave him an Advil and he was gone for 20 days. Okay, so that's exactly what happened. These are the things they do. Okay, a lot of people end up poisoned. And pay attention also because Big Homie CC said that he caught pneumonia like 2 or 3 times. Isn't that how Kim Porter died? Okay, if you get cyanide poisoning, he said it turns into pneumonia. This is all very interesting at the end of the day. Okay, so please pay attention. Jamie Foxx is something else. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. But recently there's been an old clip that has resurfaced and it did not age well. I find it interesting how so many of the things that Diddy has said in the past didn't age well. Okay. So as Sean Diddy Combs' legal troubles continue to intensify, more clips of his past interviews are resurfacing and gaining traction after now being viewed in a different light. Okay, the latest viral clip is from Diddy's November 2017 appearance on the Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg show. So I'm going to share my screen. Now I want you all to pay attention to this because they asked Diddy about what would his last words be. So I'm going to share my screen. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Before I show this, let's have a brief word from my sponsor at 12 Tribes.
Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
Okay, so you can purchase 12 Tribes at Etsy.com. Look for Lisa Crafts, and also you can find it at Walmart.com. Okay, so let's get into it. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance.
When I die, I want my last words to be, stop. I did it.
Okay, y'all heard that. That definitely didn't age well. When I die, I want my last words to be, I did it. I guess that answers the question that everybody's been asking. Did he do it? Okay, he absolutely did. All right. And so please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, after all of these lawsuits have come out, and Diddy's law team trying to get people to be silenced, trying to get gag orders and all of this, and more nefarious accusations keep coming out. If you all missed the broadcast on yesterday or last night about him and that 13-year-old girl, which was absolutely egregious, okay, that was just all so sick. And if it's true, Diddy needs to be under the jail. But the thing I want to know is who are these other 2 celebrities who are involved in it? Now, there was supposed to be Diddy, a celebrity that's a male and a female, but they never say who these people are. You all aren't wondering why they're not talking about these other people? Are they just going to let Diddy take the fall for all of this, even though there were other people who acted in concert with him? And I'm not talking about his staff and friends and bodyguards and whoever who helped him, because those people are all going to take deals, I'm sure. But these celebrities, they need to be held accountable. Okay? They shouldn't get any deals. They should be held accountable because at the end of the day, they've been doing this for years too, I'm sure. Okay, but now let's talk about Ashton Kutcher. Cause where is he going? They said Ashton is moving to Europe, honey, or to the UK. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Let's get into it. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. This came out a few days ago. They're considering moving to Europe amid Diddy drama. So they've had it with Hollywood. I bet you have. When you've been tied to Diddy and Ashton, we already know that you're probably on those tapes. I mean, you all have seen the footage I've shown with him at the party, just having a good time. And they've been friends for over 20 years. So how many things has he done that are nefarious that we could all find out if we saw the footage? Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are back in the limelight for all the wrong reasons once again. Now this time, his association with Sean Diddy Combs. Okay, the drama has them doubling down on plans to move away from Hollywood and build a new life in Europe instead. Now, didn't I tell you all they were going to start fleeing? Now, we had Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay, he went out. Didn't he go to Italy or somewhere? I reported, right? Saying he's on vacation. These people are trying to get out of Dodge. They already know what's coming down the pike. And at this point, they don't know if Diddy's going to start snitching and naming names. They don't know if the footage is going to be revealed and everyone will know what they did. They don't know what to think. That's why they're all scared to death, shaking in their boots. Now he's talking about building a new life all of a sudden, so conveniently around this time. Now Ashton's so exasperated that once again he's being dragged through the mud because of his past associations. Now this is what an insider says. First it was Danny Masterson, and now it's Diddy. And it's got him convinced that there's better ways and better places to be. Okay, than to live in Hollywood. In his view, the town is just a cesspool at this point. A cesspool that he's had no problem living in for decades, mind you. Okay, so the couple who met on the set of that 70s show in the late 1990s spent their summer in Europe and even took their children to night two of Taylor Swift's Eras tour at London's Wembley Stadium in June. They say they had such a great time in Europe, and in so many ways, the idea of moving there is topping their list right now because they figure that would be such a great place to live and raise their kids with a much more grounded lifestyle, according to a source. The only thing stopping them from making the move is work because they still do have a lot of business interests in the U.S. So the concern is that Europe may be too far away. Now, if the pair decide that an international move is too drastic for the family, Ashton has his sights set on another location to call home. Northern California, it's very appealing to Ashton because he loves to be around all the tech entrepreneurs, and it's somewhere they could give their kids a more normal life. The bottom line is they want to take the kids out of Hollywood and raise them somewhere else, more rural and away from all the superficiality and backbiting. So now they're worried about everything that's going on in Hollywood. You can't make this stuff up. They've just had it with Hollywood, and just going up to Montecito isn't enough for a clean break. They'd like to get much further away. So, what do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about it? Because I find it all so interesting. Now, they say in a separate resurfaced interview, Ashton laughed when asked about the depravity that went on at the infamous Diddy parties. Remember, I reported that he said, "Oh, there's a lot that I can't tell." Okay. At the end of the day, from the I'll Be Missing You rapper's perspective, he and Ashton became friends amid the latter's success on MTV's Practical Jokes series, Punked. He says, I gave Ashton a call one day and said, I heard you're going to punk me, and I just don't think that's a good idea. If you do that, then that will not end well for you. But I think we should work out a deal. That's what Diddy told him. Now, while Diddy has denied all allegations against him, he's currently behind bars at the Federal Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, awaiting his trial May the 5th of 2025. And I, for one, can't wait until he goes on trial. Okay? F. Paul said he can run, but he can't hide. You got that right. Okay? Instead, he's on them tapes. I absolutely believe he's on them tapes. Listen, all of these people that we've seen at the parties, all of these people that we've seen the pictures, the videos, and all of that. And let's not forget what Allie Carter said, that Obama and Oprah said they should be arrested. Remember that? She named Obama and Oprah. I mean, I'm not surprised. At the end of the day, Diddy's been friends with a lot of the Democrats, or shall I say, the Democrats. He's been friends with a lot of them, okay, with the Rock the Vote and all of that stuff. And he's been he went on tour one time, okay, like he was running for president or something. So, yeah, he definitely has a lot of them that have attended those parties. And now they're all quiet. Monin Wah says Diddy didn't like to look bad being punked. Okay, can't lose control. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I think. Okay. Terry Henn said friends with Trump too, Queen. Yeah, Trump said that. I showed you the video. Trump asked Aubrey O'Day when she was on The Apprentice, what did she think about Diddy? And she said, I'd rather not say. And Trump said, oh, I think he's a great guy. Okay. But the difference is we didn't see Trump on any of the videos for the parties. We saw Oprah there. We saw Oprah. I'm just saying, at the end of the day. And so, everyone, please like and share. Let me just tell you all one more thing before I roll out of here, okay? So, do you all remember the video that I showed you guys on the backup channel where the black man was walking down the street minding his own business? Okay, walking down the street minding his own business. Hold on. And then they were following him, like stalking him, basically. Hold on, let me pull this up. Well, the man who did it, come to find out, they don't even live in the U.S. They were over here working. Okay. Anyway, he's gotten fired. So let's talk about it. Hold on. Let me pull this video up real quick. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. Thank you in advance. I thought I had this thing already queued. And for those of you who missed it, you need to see it because it's just ridiculous that stuff like this is still going on in 2024. At the end of the day, black people can't walk down the street in their own neighborhood. And mind you, this man absolutely lived in the neighborhood. He was actually stepping outside to get better reception because he was on the phone with his girlfriend. Okay, so here we go. Like stuff, everyone, please like and share.
What's going on, buddy?
Nigga, done brought a team out here. Visiting a friend, that's fine. Just let us know because you get neighbors concerned since you're walking around my house. I'm not walking around your house. Hold on, Steve. You just passed my house 4 times. I don't know you. I've never seen you before. And you're walking past my house over and over again. So if you live here or you have a friend you're visiting here, that's fine. I'm not in front of your house. You're actually following me.
We just asking a question. You live out here?
I'm a part of the neighborhood.
You're part of the neighborhood? Does that mean you live here? It's simple.
Like, bro, what?
You live here. Up to my wife.
Bro, I didn't go up to your wife, bro. I don't know who you're talking about. Bro. And I think I can walk around my neighborhood.
If you live here, yeah. So you live here.
Right.
You live here?
You gonna keep asking me the same question over and over and over and over and over. This man following me. This is harassment, right?
You haven't answered yet.
That's harassment, right? That's harassment, right?
I think what you did to my wife, yes.
Look. He followed.
What you did to my wife,
You read it up.
Now, it's the audacity for me in talking about just answer the question as if he owes them anything. I would have been like, do y'all live here? Why are y'all following me? Don't you think you need to be home minding your own business? But
Because look at this shit. Then y'all coming up the blockway for people. They trying to walk the shit with their kids. These people out here following me and shit. This ain't weird. Look at the neighborhood creepers. The neighborhood creepers. Damn. What the fuck? If Buddy, look at Buddy, he's still creeping.
Steve. No, Steve.
What the fuck? Hey, that's some weary shit, my boy. Damn. Yeah, they ran this bitch out to create problems and shit. This shit wild as fuck. They better. Who the fuck? Who Wi-Fi chat? Do I look like I attack somebody's wife? Do I look like I do that? Come on now. You can't even answer the question. You just trying to say it. Wow. That shit crazy. Give us the rats. Let me get 500. Let me get 500.
I don't understand that language. What's 500? What's that?
Dollars.
500?
Bitcoin.
Oh.
Cash out.
How'd you get here, bro? You walked all the way back past all the cattle? You walked back here for what? You want to go through a gated community? What you want?
You think I would do all that to hang out with you? You think I'd do all that to hang out with you? Come on, nah. Y'all got my face right, though. Say what's up. Your wife probably want to talk now, because he done did too much. I don't know what's up with you. You more interested in me than your wife. Weird ass.
Buddy, you're crossing the line now, bro.
Hey, you've been crossing the line acting like you gonna hit me. I want you to do it, for real.
We all know that. We know that. You're a fucking loser. Look at this. We know what you want, buddy.
Bruh, I'm a loser and you getting out your car to follow me. Come on, nah, like make it make sense. Nah, like just make it make sense. Real, for real. Shit, man, y'all got me getting wet and shit, dog. And I'm stepping in water puddles, just walking around my neighborhood and shit. You know, casual shit.
Keep walking past our house. One of the guys has been identified on Facebook as Stephen Karenga, and they are planning a walk through Stephen's neighborhood this Saturday at 9 a.m. So if you're in the Sarasota area and you want to come out and support this young man and let them know that racial profiling is not going to be tolerated, go to that march. Okay, just idiots and so racist, and you're not even supposed to be here yourselves. Okay, so let's talk about it. Stephen Karenga. Now, for those of you who missed it, when the guy got out of the car and walked around to the other side and the guy was trying to hold him back, he literally went and got a gun. You may not have been able to see that, but that's exactly what he did. Now, LSEG fires staffer after video shows him following a black teen. So, London Stock Exchange Group PLC terminated an employee after it investigated a concerning video of him following a black teen around what his mother said was his Florida neighborhood. See, because the mother posted the footage. The young man recorded it, but the mother's the one who posted it. Now, the company terminated Stephen Karenga after he was identified in a video in which he and his neighbors followed a black teen while he was walking around the neighborhood, according to a person familiar with the situation. They say the individual involved was initially suspended while they investigated the matter. This is what a spokesperson at LSEG said in a statement, but they didn't name Karenga at the time. Now, they said the investigation has now concluded and the individual's employment has been terminated. Karenga didn't respond to emails and a text seeking comment. Multiple phone calls to numbers registered to him didn't go through. They say a Florida woman posted a string of videos this week that she said were taken by her son while he was on a walk around their neighborhood after Hurricane Milton had left them without power in their home. In the videos, several men follow her son around and repeatedly ask him what he's doing and what they call a gated neighborhood and call him names, including a loser. One complained about his wife's interaction with the teen. See, they always want to act like these black men, and that's a teenager, mind you. But remember, they never look at our teenagers as children or teens. They always want to act like they're adults. But when it's one of theirs, oh, it's just boys being boys. Isn't that what they love to say? But they always want to act like black men are so thirsty and so lustful for their wives. That's just their excuse to start BS. They've always done it, okay? They've done it for generations. Think about all of the race riots. It always was because a black man supposedly looked at some white woman. With the Tulsa race massacre, because the teenage black boy got on the elevator, or he was running the elevator, and a white girl got on and she fell into him. She runs off screaming that he groped her. This is what they do. And they always blame it on that when it's usually lies and BS. Now, one of the videos has amassed more than 5 million views on TikTok, with many viewers saying the encounter evoked images of the American South during the Jim Crow era. Comments have poured in on LSEG's social media pages, encouraging the company to take action against him. Now, mind you, if no one was complaining about it, that company, even if they saw the footage, wouldn't have done a darn thing. Okay, please pay attention. They felt the pressure because once everybody went and started digging up his information and finding out where he works, this is what happens. Now, we expect the conduct of our employees to meet a standard. Okay, this is what the company says, a high standard. LSEG operates a zero tolerance policy against any form of racism, discrimination, prejudice, or harassment. Well, he is fired. Wonder if he's going back to the UK now, because that's where he's from. All right, like I said, he was over here working for the stock exchange. This is all so nefarious, but this is what they do at the end of the day. I mean, racism is alive and well. Okay, but let's not forget how Kabami Harris said, America is not a racist country. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. It is such a racist country that even foreigners who come here feel emboldened to walk down the street following black people talking crazy, trying to provoke you to do something so they can then call the police and have you publicly lynched in the streets after the police say, oh, I fear for my lives. That's what they do. This is what this is all about. Whenever you see them harassing black people, following you, asking you questions that they know darn well you don't have to answer. I mean, do they think this is still slavery and we have to present papers every time we go from point A to point B? Well, apparently that's how they act. That's how they act. And then they sit there and provoke you, call you nasty names, just taunt you, and all of these things, hoping that you'll get angry. See, that's why I'm glad he was laughing. Somebody in the chat said nothing was funny. You're right. Nothing was funny. Okay. At the end of the day, I'd have been mad as hell and probably would have acted as such. Okay. But at the end of the day, he was laughing, and that probably ticked them off even more because they were trying to provoke him for anger so that they could escalate the situation and call the police and say, oh, there's a black strange man walking around our neighborhood and we don't know him. We just asked him why he was here and he's aggressive, and then sit there and tell lies on you, just like the woman, what's her name? Central Park Karen, that one. And speaking of Central Park, one more story before we roll out of here, because you guys, do you know that the Central Park 5 is suing Trump for defamation? Please pay attention. The Central Park 5 is suing Trump, honey. Let's get into it before I roll out. I was going to save this for in the morning, but why not now? Okay? This is all nefarious. Trump's getting sued again. I mean, Trump can't win for losing. Please pay attention.
Election, and former President Trump is facing a new legal battle. Members of the Central Park 5 are now suing the former president over, quote, false and defamatory statements they say that he made about their 1989 case during a presidential debate last month.
CNN senior crime and justice reporter Caitlin Polans joins us now with more. Caitlin, what is in this lawsuit?
Well, this lawsuit is about comments that Donald Trump made publicly at this presidential debate. At the debate in September in Philadelphia, Kamala Harris had brought up the fact that Donald Trump, just days after the Central Park 5 were arrested, this assault in Central Park in 1989, he had put an ad in several newspapers, full page, that said, bring back the death penalty, bring back the police. And then Donald Trump responded at the debate just this year this way.
lot of people, including Mayor Bloomberg, agreed with me on the Central Park Five. They admitted, they said they pled guilty. And I said, well, if they pled guilty, they badly hurt a person, killed a person ultimately. And if they pled guilty, then they pled, we're not guilty.
So the Central Park Five now say that he is saying these things as a way to cause distress to them because they were exonerated ultimately. They had ultimately settled with New York City after being forced into giving false statements. They had gone to trial. And they are all saying now they never pleaded guilty. They were cleared of the wrongdoing. No one was killed in this attack in 1989. And this has been a pattern from Donald Trump dating the whole way back to the aftermath of that attack when these men were arrested, that he has wanted to intentionally harm them and cause them distress. And one of the plaintiffs, one of the men in the Central Park Five, he was at that debate in Philadelphia and even tried to approach Trump. And they had what he said, or what his attorneys say, was they wanted to have some sort of polite discourse about what Trump had said in the moment on national television about these exonerated men. And Trump essentially blew him off. He wouldn't engage with them. So this lawsuit is a defamation case that they're bringing now to try and say, you know, make us whole, stop intentionally lying, stop intentionally harming us. And of course, the context here is right before the campaign. There's quite an ongoing appeal among the campaigns to Black men specifically, a lot of discussion about crime. And then also in this context, Donald Trump has been found liable for defamation before against E. Jean Carroll.
Joining me now to discuss is Shanin Spector. He's the lead counsel for the Central Park Five in this case. Shanin, thank you so much for being with us. Why did the group decide to sue former President Trump?
Well, first, Boris, thanks for having me on. 67 million Americans saw Donald Trump say that these five men pled guilty to quote, having killed, unquote, this woman, and those statements are false and defamatory. They did not plead guilty, and they did not kill anyone. In fact, the victim did not die. And these men now have to clear their names all over again. Mr. Trump failed to acknowledge that they had been fully exonerated, that the person who was guilty confessed, was convicted, is serving time in prison, that the DA's office petitioned the court to vacate the conviction, that the judge signed that order. And so these men have been fully exonerated, and yet Mr. Trump continues to suggest that they are guilty.
Shanin, the lawsuit claims that Trump acted with reckless disregard when he made those comments. What evidence are you planning to present to that effect?
Well, Boris, the lawsuit says that he acted either knowingly falsely in what he said or in reckless disregard for the truth. Donald Trump knows better. He has been after these men for the past 35 years. He took out a full-page ad in the New York Times calling for their execution 35 years ago. He knows that they have been exonerated. He's a New Yorker. All this happened in New York. And he knew better when he said those words during his debate with Vice President Harris. He knew that these men did not plead guilty. He knew that these men did not kill anyone. He knew these men are not guilty, and yet he persists in this campaign of disinformation and hate against these five fine men.
I want to get your reaction, Shanin, to a statement put out by the Trump campaign, a Trump campaign spokesperson putting out a statement calling the lawsuit just another frivolous election interference lawsuit that he claimed was brought to distract the American people from Kamala Harris's dangerously liberal agenda and failing campaign. What's your reaction to the accusation that this is tied to the Harris campaign and to the election?
Boris, I'm not talking about politics. We're seeking redress in the courts. It would have been a lot better for Mr. Trump if he had not had a campaign spokesman speak for him, but rather his lawyer, and for his lawyer to say whether what he said was true or false and what they are going to do about this lawsuit.
When it comes to the damages that you're seeking, what do you think that could look like?
Well, unfortunately, under our system of justice, we can't compel Mr. Trump to apologize. We can't compel him to issue a retraction. But what we may do is to seek money damages, fair damages to compensate these 5 men for the damage to their reputation and for their emotional distress from being defamed in front of 67 million Americans, and fair damages to punish Mr. Trump for his wrongful conduct.
What do you think, Shannon, happens to the case if Trump is elected?
I think if Mr. Trump is reelected president, the case will be stayed during the pendency of his presidency. But he may not be elected. We'll see what happens. Eventually, either sooner or later, we are going to get justice.
Shane, Inspector, we have to leave the conversation there. Appreciate your time, sir.
Okay, I find it all interesting. First of all, Trump's a complete idiot. Sometimes he needs to keep his mouth shut. First of all, didn't they bring that up at the debate? They said Trump said it to hurt them. Well, they brought that up at the debate, and Trump responded. At the end of the day, Trump should have just apologized. Okay, once he saw that they were exonerated, he should have just done the right thing and apologized. But no, he's not going to do that because he's a narcissist, just like Diddy. Narcissists never apologize for anything they do wrong ever. It's always someone else's fault. And at the end of the day, they're never going to admit fault for anything. Okay. And that's why they don't apologize. You see, because apologizing means that you did something wrong. That's why this country's never apologized for slavery, by the way, side note. But here's the thing that I find interesting. Now, the debate was weeks ago. Why are they just now filing this? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because I'm sure that the Democrats put them up to it, Kabami included. Okay, because here's the thing. You all have all heard about Tampon Timmy, or Touchdown Timmy, as they call Tim Walz. You all have heard what the whistleblower allegedly has accused him of, okay, weeks ago. And that whistleblower did say that they were thinking about filing legal action against him because they can't stand to see him after what he's done, allegedly. They said they can't stand to see him on TV every day, and they definitely don't want to see him in the White House. And they said they were thinking about filing legal actions against him. And these are criminal, okay, perhaps. With that all being said, at the end of the day, actually, it would be civil because I think it's probably past the statute of limitations. But they are talking about suing him, supposedly. Now, with that all being said, another thing is the fact that they've recently said that Trump is ahead of Kabami in the polls. So this is just another way to cause mess. At the end of the day, I'll be glad when this election's over because, as far as I'm concerned, Trump and Kabami, neither one is fit to be in office. And really, everybody should be voting green for Jill Stein. That's all I'm saying. That's my 2 cents. And I also want you to pay attention to the fact that Lord Jamar, did you all hear that he apologized to Kabami? I wouldn't have apologized to her. I posted it on X and I said, blink twice if you're in danger. Because did they threaten him? Why does he have to apologize? He said what he said, and that's what he meant. Who is Kabami? Who is she that he has to apologize to her? Okay, please make it all make sense. She needs to apologize to us for lying and acting like she's black. And we already found out with proof of receipts that her grandmother that she lied about is absolutely not black. Okay. All right. So those of y'all who are still under the ruse, okay, those of you who are still misguided, who still think she's one of us, she's not like us. Okay. Please pay attention. That's what you should be paying attention to. She's not like us. And you should have known that when she told that lie about washing her collard greens in the tub. Okay. Troy said, I'm sitting this one out. Honey, I'm voting for Jill Stein. I was going to vote for Dr. Shiva, but I'm voting for Jill Stein, honey. So both of them can miss me with it. At the end of the day, that's what they can do. That's what they can do. Okay. Please pay attention. All right. Hold on. Sunset said he is a piece of shite. Don't know how black folk can even begin to defend anything that orange clown does. Okay. Denise said a desperate move to gain black support. Jamie says he should have just apologized and then shut the F up. Okay. He's a bigot and a racist spirit. Yeah, he is. And so are all the other presidents that we've ever had. Let's not act like Biden wasn't also. Okay. 5 Rank says this won't stop Trump supporters. It might embolden them. Okay. That's not going to stop them at all, honey. They're still going to be at the polls. Okay. Kimberly says Trump was always against them for years. Miss J said an apology is an admission of guilt. Yes, and we all know how narcissists do. They're not going to apologize for nothing, honey. No matter how wrong they are, they're going to blame it on everyone else. Lily X said, "Me too, Queen. Please let it all be over it." Yeah, because I'm just so tired of it at the end of the day. I mean, you have all these nefarious, evil, wicked, stupid fools online. And here's the thing that I don't like about the whole thing. I'm so sick of it and ready for it to just end already. Because Kabami supporters, and I'm talking about the black people who support Kabami, they get so mad, butthurt, and bent out of shape when people critique her. Like, we can voice our opinion about her. Who the hell is she? Okay, then they want to start calling you names and then just trying to say, oh, well, if you're not voting for her, you vote for Trump, as if they're the only two fools running. I mean, I just have questions, okay, at the end of the day. All right. They get so mad. And it's like people are being so divisive, turning against each other. That's why they started calling Kamala supporters Blue MAGA, because they're no better than Trump supporters. As far as I'm concerned, they act just as foolish. Roddy said, I'm exhausted mentally. I am too. Honey, there are some people that I refuse to even discuss politics with because they don't want to hear the truth about Kabami, all that word salad she spews, all the lies that Trump tells, and she tells lies too. Both of them are just idiots as far as I'm concerned. Okay? They're just idiots as far as I'm concerned. And here's the thing, though. But I also find it ironic that the guy who's the lawyer for the Central Park Five, he said that Trump knew he was lying and said that, the lady didn't die or whatever. Well, that was 35 years ago. Trump is how old? 78. And didn't they just say days ago that Trump's unhinged? Didn't Kabami just act like Trump has mental illness? Didn't she just act like he has dementia, just like Joe? So if he has dementia, how is he supposed to remember what happened 35 years ago? I have questions. Questions, okay? They need to make it all make sense. See, they say one thing, but then when something else suits their narrative, then they'll say something else, is all I'm saying. Okay, I can't stand the Democrats. I absolutely will never vote for a Democrat again, ever. They've done nothing for Black people in over 50 plus years, and I really get mad every time I think about it, how they just pander to us with a whole bunch of stereotypical bullshit and then give us nothing, okay? Everything Kabami's silly stuff has done has backfired on her. Just pay attention. Okay, getting up there on those interviews, spewing word salad, never answering a question directly. Y'all remember what she said on the video I showed you this morning? We have to have, when they asked her, when Al Sharpton, with his bobblehead self, asked her about Trump saying things about her. And then she says, he says with locker room talk, she says, we have to have a standard. As leaders in America, people look up to this country. And so we have to set a standard. And you see, this is how you lead. You have to be a good leader. And if you're going to be a good leader, then you must have standards. She literally said the word standard 3 times in the span of about 30 seconds. Okay. I'm so sick of the word salad and I can't even deal with it any longer, let alone if she becomes the president, I have to listen to it. And she's sitting there talking about Project 2025 only for us to find out that the people who made Project 2025 are endorsing her, not Trump. I find it all interesting. Don't let the wool be pulled over your eyes ever. Okay, please pay attention. When are we gonna stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe and realize that Democrats don't do anything for us ever? And they act as though we owe them some sort of debt. They act as though we owe them our votes. And if, they act as though we're supposed to be obligated to them. And if we don't, then they come out and talk trash about us. Well, we only lost because we only got 25% of the black men's vote or the Black women's vote. They always blame stuff on us. And then they get people like Obama, and yes, I said Obama, to come out and wave his finger and scold Black men. But did he go scold the white men, the Asian men, the Latino men? Did he go scold the Indian men? He didn't do anything. But they always want to come and talk to us. And then Kabami wants to show up at a Black church after she's just told somebody to get out of her rally when they said Jesus is Lord. I find it all interesting. It's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, both of them suck. And I wouldn't vote for either one of them if they were the last two. Okay. Luckily, we have other choices. And with that all being said, honey, I went on a whole rant. And then let me just say this too, and let's not forget how Kabami came out here with her lying self with this so-called agenda for Black men, and then come to find out that it's for all men. Y'all see how she does? The Democrats give us nothing burgers, but some of y'all continue to eat them. So that's on you. Okay, Miss J said, right. They've been throwing Project 2025 to the left for a minute, but we know. Exactly. Remember when I told you all about a month or so ago, I said, wouldn't it be ironic? What if they keep talking about Project 2025 and the people that have put it together that are cool with Trump? But what if the Democrats would push the same thing? And then come to find out the founding trustee endorsed Kabami? Now, somebody make that make sense. Because like I told you earlier, if Kabami doesn't want anything to do with Project 2025 and she wants to blame it all on Trump, they couldn't have endorsed me. If that were the case, I would have renounced them publicly and said, I don't want their endorsement. They have a diabolical plan. That's what she's been saying. But now she's going to accept the endorsements. I just want y'all to pay attention, honey. She says one thing and does another. Okay, at the end of the day, they're not to be trusted. Most politicians just tell lies and say whatever they want or think people need to hear. Okay. Kimberly Whitey said, thank you, Queen. You're welcome, beloved, and thank you for your contribution to the channel. Peace, love, and blessings. I'm just saying this is all going to be a hot mess. And just remember, on the night of the election, me, Lisa Cabrera, True Royal, we're going to be on Lisa's channel. Okay, because we're going to be talking about this because I can't wait. I just can't wait for it to be over. And mind you, there's already been some ballots, some mail-in ballots thrown into a sewage drain. Did you all hear about that? Yeah, just days ago, the early ballots were mailed in, and a man was riding down the street and found them thrown into the drain. And I also find it interesting that nobody said anything about the black man who lost his job because he said he was voting for Trump. Now, if you don't like that he's voting for Trump, that's okay, but that's his prerogative. Okay, but at the end of the day, they fired him. No one's also talking about the fact that some of Trump's supporters got threatening letters delivered to them. See, I'm just bringing this all up because if it were the shoe on the other foot and Trump supporters were threatening Kobani supporters, it would be all over the news for days. MSNBC would have a field day, but they said nothing, okay? And if somebody got fired from their job for saying they're going to vote for Kobani, they would have it all over the news, but it's crickets. I just want y'all to pay attention. See, the fix is already in. I've been telling you all for months, Kobani's going to be the next president, but she won't be so during my vote because that's what she won't be getting. Okay, I'm going Jill Stein all the way, and that's just what it is. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. I'm trying to find this video real quick. Y'all done got the queen started. I'm trying to find this video. Oh, Lord, look at this. Hold on. Here we go with Roland Swollen Martin, shucking and jiving. I'm going to show you all this. Let me turn the volume off because they're playing music, I'm sure, because he's up here dancing. See, this is what the Democratic shields do. I want you all to pay attention, okay? I want you all to pay attention. Illinois exit, OMG Queen, I just can't deal. Honey, I can't either. I absolutely can't either. Look at this foolishness. This is what we do. This is what happens. This is what these bootlicks, okay? These bootlicks get out here and this is what they do. Look at Roland Swollen. Watch him. Shucking and a jiving. Look at him. Big silly self. Okay, I absolutely cannot. That is all so nefarious as far as I'm concerned, but hold on. Likes up, everyone, please. Like and share. I have so many videos on this darn thing. I may not be able to find it. Here it is right here. They done fired the man from his job because he's voting for Trump. See, that's the thing. People should be able to vote how they want, will, or may without fear of reprisal, criticism, or ridicule. Because really, it's none of your business. Another thing is, have you all seen the ad that they have threatening people to vote? Basically, I take it as a threat. They say, it's only a few days left before the election. Now, your vote is private, but everyone will know if you don't vote because it's going to be public. And so your family and friends will know how often you did or didn't vote. So go ahead and vote now before it's too late. I'm sorry, say what? Why is it anybody's business how often I vote? Not that I give a shite, but I'm just saying. Okay, please pay attention. This is all crazy. And every election cycle, this is the election that our very lives are hinged on. Like, please stop.
Boss just hit me on the intercom, told me I was fired. I relieved of my motherfucking job because of how I feel about President Trump. I'm a Trump supporter. So this to all my Trump supporters, if your boss find out you're a Trump supporter and that you don't believe what they believe in, they're gonna fire your ass like they firing me, man. This shit is disgraceful for the American people and the people believe in what they want to believe in. I have a right. I got a freedom of speech. I can say what the fuck I want to say when I want to say it, as long as I ain't saying it and working, putting nobody in danger. You know what I mean? So help me out, man. What am I to do? Now I lost my job because how I feel, because I'm going with President Trump. That shit is debacle. Yeah, but it's all good, man. It's not right, man. So this is all my Trump supporters, man. If If your job don't feel like you promoting the right thing, which what I believe in shouldn't have nothing to do with my job, man. I'm not bringing it to my job or nothing, man. This shit wrong, man. Yeah, but it's all good, man. Vote Trump, man. I'll find another job like I found this one. Fuck these people.
Mm, mm, mm. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, y'all thought I was joking when I told you guys a month or two ago that Kabami's people are so hateful, wicked, and hostile. Let's talk about it. Let us not forget how D.L. Hughley went in on us and called us all sorts of names. And then Steve Harvey, okay, he's the king of the raccoons. But he had the nerve to talk trash about us because we said we didn't want to support Kabami. And then you had Ricky Smiley, let's not leave him out, Roland Swollen Martin. You had all these people. And then Sonny Hoiston from The View called black men who don't support Kabami crazy and ridiculous. Can you imagine the ridicule she would have gotten if she had called white men that? But see, they disrespect black people all the time. And then they embolden other people to disrespect black people. This is what they do. I hope y'all are paying attention. Think about when Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. And Kabami, no, I'm not going to do anything specifically for black people. Now, let's be very clear. This is what they say to your face. But y'all want to sit here and act like we're supposed to be falling at her feet? I'm sorry. It's a no for me. Trump's an idiot. What he said and did to the Central Park Five is deplorable, and he should have apologized at the very least. But let us not forget that Kabami left a black man sitting on death row accused of murdering 4 white folk, and there was DNA evidence that possibly could have proved his innocence and gotten him exonerated, and she refused to let them use it. And don't even get me started on Jamal Truelove, okay? They had to pay him $13 million for the lies that her office told on him and sent him to prison, and he didn't even do it framed by the police, okay? I'm just saying. All right, so I find it all interesting. Please pay attention. Legal exit at the very least, yes. All right. So at the end of the day, that man right there needs to be suing them. He may live in a right to fire state where they can basically fire you for anything. But what they can't fire you for is discrimination. They can't fire you for your political or religious views, and they cannot fire you, okay, just over retaliation. For example, if you reported something or you blew the whistle on something, those are things they can't fire you on anyway, even if it's a right to fire state. And how do I know this? Well, because I've sued a company for doing the same to me. So please pay attention. Okay, please pay attention. This is all so crazy. Darius said, Mr. Steve Harvey is Mr. Potato Head. Yeah, he looks just like it. They're twins. Okay, they are twins at the end of the day. And then let me tell you all one more thing in case you missed it. In case you missed it, you know, the Democrats are doing a job of basically trying to make people think. I mean, it seems like they think we're all blind and crazy. But have you all noticed how they try to act like Trump's in office right now? How when they asked Kabami just the other day, they asked her during that interview about the immigrants coming over the border during Biden's administration, how many does she think has come over? And she said, well, you know, Trump, you know, he's done this and he's done that. Girl, we didn't ask you about Trump. Just go ahead and admit it. You see, the thing about Kamala, she's a narcissist too. That's why she can't take any accountability for anything. It's Trump this and Trump that. Then I want you to all to pay attention. For those of you that caught the morning broadcast, let us not forget. That's right. Claudette says everything's Trump's fault. Exactly. Think about this morning, the video that I showed you when the black woman was on MSNBC with the other lady, and then they were saying, why is Trump going to McDonald's? What's the logic behind that? Well, the logic is that was a campaign ploy so he can garner votes and attention. And second of all, it was for him to troll Kabami. We all knew what it was. He was trolling her because she lied and said she worked at McDonald's and they found out she didn't. So that's what that was all about. But nonetheless, she starts saying, well, you know, you've got the war going on in Gaza. You've got hostages. I mean, he didn't even sit down and talk to Netanyahu. Why the hell is Trump supposed to sit down and talk to Netanyahu? I thought Biden was the president. I thought Kabami and Biden were in charge and this was their administration. Why is Trump supposed to sit down again? See, you need to pay attention because what they're trying to do is make it look like Trump's the one that's in charge and he's doing all of this foolishness so they get no accountability for anything. And then let's not forget that Kabami said, what's the difference when asked, what's the difference between her and Biden's administration? What will be the difference? She said nothing. Like, I'm not going to change anything. And then after she got backlash, she wants to come back and try to act like, well, you know, this is not going to be another Biden administration. Girl, yes, it is. Because all you know is what Biden's taught you. And that's not saying much. Please pay attention. Please pay attention. Okay. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, this is all crazy. About damn time said they was hating on Big T. He needed a second job like us all under Kabami Nimnomics. I absolutely cannot. Okay. Claudette says Netanyahu is not listening to that administration. No, he isn't, apparently. Okay, you see how that's working for him. All right. Kamala needs to show when they stormed the Capitol. She doesn't need to show it. We already know that they stormed the Capitol and they're going to storm it again. I bet you they're going to do something crazy. I'm telling you right now. I want y'all to pay attention because here's the thing. Something crazy is going to happen with this election. I can just feel it. Okay, I can just feel it. At the end of the day, they're going to pull some kind of craziness. Something's going to go down. It might even be a whole civil war. But whatever goes down, I'll be sitting back in my house watching it all go down from TV and eating my popcorn, okay? Because I think something's crazy is going to happen. I really, really do. I really, really do. But that's just me. And they think something's crazy going to happen too because Trump was on CBS, I think. He was on some show and he was talking about if the extreme left, start acting crazy. Basically, I'm paraphrasing, but basically saying he'd have to call in the National Guard. And then Kabami comes out and says in that interview on Fox, Trump's talking about using the military against the American people. While at the same time, her and Biden just had a bill passed on September 27, 2024. For y'all who missed and don't pay attention to what's going on other than Diddy, at the end of the day, that bill passed, right? Basically giving the military the right to murk citizens in the event of civil arrest that they're called to assist law enforcement. And why is this all just getting put into that bill? Well, likely because the election's coming up, because they know people is going to be raising hell if they feel like some injustice was done. So I'm sorry. So she's talking about using the military against the American people too, isn't she? I mean, isn't that what that bill is basically saying? You all know because I read it to you. Okay? Because unlike some people, I pay attention to these legislations and everything that they pass because I want to know what the hell's going on. And I told you that the best time for them to pass these things is under the dark of night when they think we're not watching. And they usually slide little stuff in, nefarious things, or when it's around the holidays because everybody's all caught up with Christmas spirits and thinking about turkey for Thanksgiving dinner. Okay. And then when we have all this stuff going on, and I also told you all this, and you can take this to the bank and cash it. Remember, when they had that second attempted assassination on Trump, the next day Diddy got arrested. Diddy was supposed to turn himself in. Why did they arrest Diddy the next day? Like I told you. So that whole thing about Trump's attempted assassination wouldn't be all over the news. It would be overshadowed by Diddy. Now, y'all can think that's a joke if you want, but that's exactly what it was all about. Okay, please pay attention. Honey, at this stage of the game, they're desperate. And by they, I mean the Democrats. Because for one, Black people are waking up from the fraud. Okay, they're waking up, and we're not sitting here just falling for the banana in the tailpipe again. All right, the last time I fell for it was with Obama. Okay, at the end of the day, all of these Black men boldly coming out saying they're voting for Trump. You know the Democrats can't stand that. Now, just think about this. Just think back to 4 years ago. If a Black person even dared to say they were going to vote for Trump, you already know they'd be called a raccoon. Now nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to care at all. Remember how they talked all the trash about Ice Cube when he went and sat down with the Trump administration? But what the Biden sexuals didn't seem to realize, and when I say Biden sexuals, I'm talking about the Black people who love Biden. What they did was they called Ice Cube a raccoon. Ice Cube, who's always been pro-Black, okay, they sat there and called the man a raccoon because he would have sat down with Trump's administration. What they didn't bother to talk about or think about was the fact that he actually went and sat down or tried to sit down with the Democrats first. And what did they tell him? Let's wait till after the election. And then now it's another election cycle, and they still have not ever sat down with Ice Cube. Okay, they still have not sat down with Ice Cube. At least Trump's people sat down with him and came up with the platinum plan. But see, this is what they do. And they want to call Ice Cube a raccoon. The only ones that are raccoons are the Black people who love Biden. Okay, I'm sorry, it's true. Biden called us ninjas to our faces. These are his exact words. I'm going to recite them for you in case you missed it. No, we don't need another big shot jigger. We already got a jigger mayor. That's what your President Biden said. But y'all want to sit here and talk about Trump. Yeah, Trump is racist. I can admit it. But so is Biden. That's the thing that perplexes me. How do you not see that when he publicly called us the N-word? He publicly called a black mayor the N-word, the same man who sat there and talked to black men about HIV as if they're the only ones who get it. But meanwhile, at the same time he was saying it, there was a whole community of nothing but white folk who lived there, had the highest HIV rate in the country. You can look it up. And not to mention the time that he referred to black children as roaches, and then the time he said that his children going to school with white children was the equivalent of a racial jungle. Now, some of these older black folk want to say, well, that was years ago. They'll give him a pass. But it was also years ago when Trump said what he said about the Central Park Five. So I'm sorry, make it all make sense. Make it all make sense. See, I'm gonna tell you something. These Kamala people, they don't like when I talk like this. They say, oh, she's caping for Trump. I'm not caping for anybody because I'm not voting for Trump or Kabami. They both suck as far as I'm concerned. What I'm doing is telling the truth. And some of these Kabamians, they can't stand it. Okay, they can't handle the truth. Please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, because see, unlike some of y'all, I actually do real research. You see, that's one of my favorite things to do. Did y'all know that? I love to do research. That's why I have so much knowledge, because I'm always researching. I can never know enough as far as I'm concerned. But some of y'all think you know everything. And so that's why you get mad when other people don't go along with your opinions. When anyone has contrary opinions about Kabami, oh, the Kabamians want to go in. Well, y'all can't go in on me, honey, because I'll roast you for filth with facts. I don't even have to use a curse word, okay? Please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, Misery Singer said Trump was Epstein's co-conspirator. Oh, yeah. And Obama and Biden put together. But Obama, wasn't his name on the flight list? Wasn't Joe Biden's name on the flight list? Honey, they were all Epstein's co-conspirators, if you ask me. Please pay attention. All right, let's call all of them out, not just the ones you don't like. You see, that's the difference between me and Kabamians. I can call out all of them. I can call out Trump. I can call out Kamala. I can call out Obama. I can call out all of them. But some of y'all, you just want to call out the ones you don't like. That's what you do. So that just means that you just show favoritism and you give some people a pass. Honey, I'm not giving anybody a pass. And by the way, you don't have to tell me about Trump and Epstein because I dropped the receipts on that myself on the backup channel. I pulled up the lawsuit. Okay, so miss me with it. Okay, that's why y'all look silly when you be sitting there trying to say the Queen's caping for Trump. I'm not caping for any damn body. I'm telling the truth. That the truth is the light. Okay, walk into it. At the end of the day, I already showed the lawsuit about Trump and Epstein. So there's that. All right. And half of y'all didn't even know about it until I told you. Okay. So make yourselves make sense. Now, and one more thing, let me say this. Some of y'all don't even know, have no clue what some of the things that were in Hillary's emails. And if you think that it was just Hillary and Bill, you should be wondering what's wrong with your brains, okay? And did you ever stop to think about how all of these people start dropping dead around some of these Democrats? Like the people that dropped dead around Bill and Hillary? I just have questions. The people that dropped dead around Obama? I just have questions, okay? What happened to his chef? That man was a good swimmer, but he drowned in 8 feet of water. What's going on here? I heard he was writing a tell-all book. Now, that could be a lie, but that's what I heard. All I know is the man turned up dead. Pay attention, okay? Now, what happened to that choir director? Turned up dead. I have several questions at the end of the day, okay? What happened to Hillary's assistant who exposed the emails that were on WikiLeaks? Julian Assange went to prison, but her assistant turned up dead on a street 2:30 in the morning in Washington, D.C. Now, they tried to say it was a robbery, but the man was still wearing a Rolex and still had money in his pocket. Does that sound like he was robbed to y'all? Okay, that's all I got to say for now. That's all I got to say for now. So please pay attention. Oh, with that all being said, likes up. Yes, Miss J said all suspect. It absolutely is. And that's why I call Hillary Killery. Okay, please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, you all have a good rest of your night. I'll see you in the morning, bright and early, for your morning wake up call. We got more Diddy news that you'll only hear here. Okay, this ain't no reports. All right. And so with that I've been said, I love you all to life. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Yo, Nick, hit him with that flavor. Gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood. Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free